Well, the wind machine continues. Welcome to the Long Island Weather Update Report. It is January the 8th, 2025, and yeah, really just extremely blustery today. You can see those tight isobars across the area, and still dealing with a lot of wind out there. Um, 38-mile-an-hour wind gust at Kennedy, northwest wind to 28, gusting to 38, gust to 37 at LaGuardia. So it remains very, very windy today. Uh, really windy. So Islip 23. And we'll take a look at what the day was like at Islip, and you can see that, yeah, pretty much we're in the didn't manage to get up to 30 today. But you notice those winds gusting at times 45 miles an hour. With some clouds around, passing through at certain times of the day. Another 46-mile-an-hour wind gust, 45-mile-an-hour wind gust. Yeah, really very strong winds, and again, a day that this really should have been a wind advisory in effect, I think, considering. And there are wind advisories upstate. You notice a few scattered ones upstate. I don't know why we don't have them, but you know some upstate and also in northern New Jersey. And it looks like a wind advisory for part of the Jersey Shore as well. But yeah, 40-mile-an-hour wind gust. So the winds peak gust there are 49 miles an hour at that buoy. What was the peak? 46 at Islip and Stony Brook. They gusted to 64 today. So yeah, that's just insane amount of wind today. Just very unusual to see this prolonged, really strong winds out there, and definitely did not walk around outside in this conditions, because it was just, even for me, it was too much with that wind. You see, all right, looks like there's some clouds that we have that are trying to. I've had some, like I said, on and off clouds. See, there's another bank of clouds that's rotating around because we're in this cyclonic flow. And again, we're not in that high pressure flow. If we look at the whole country here, you'll see that they had clear skies in the plains. They didn't have to deal with any of the cyclonic flow that we're kind of stuck in. And you pull this out, you probably see it's probably colder there too. Let's see what it is there. Yeah, it is. It's like 10. It's like 11 in Kansas City. Yep. Less wind though. That's what I like. Only got up to 18 there. So that's where the core of the cold air went. We're on the fringe of it, and you'll see that we have winter storm watches, winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories, because there's going to be another system that's going to be moving through the south, and you can see cold even in Florida. Even in Florida, it's 59 in Boca Raton, which is chilly for them. And in the northern part of the state, we got temperatures in the upper 30s, even down to New Orleans in the mid 40s there. So yeah, that's definitely chilly, and they've got freeze warnings in effect for, looks like this area here, southern Arizona, because yeah, it's only in the 40s and 30s in some of these areas. So then they got the Santa Ana wind event and wildfire situation going on. Red flag warnings in effect for California, and again, you see the wind advisories as well. Let's look at some more satellite imagery here. Let's go and look at I'll show you what's going on in California, which I didn't mention yet. Like I said, I'm fighting a cold, so it's probably due to this freaking wind. Probably I got sick. Let's see. No, this wind is not good for your health. Let's see if we can see. Oh yeah, there's the fire. Yeah, there's a wildfire going on there in the Hollywood area. You can still see the smoke plume from it. We'll look at the MODIS satellite as well. So I'm going to be moving a little slow today because, yeah. I'm waiting for this to load here. All right. So you can see today, some clouds around. That's snow cover, but you do see the clouds that we had. There's some scattered clouds around today. So again, when you're in that cyclonic flow, that's what you get. And yeah, wow, you can see that's the smoke plume from the wildfire. Look at how far that goes out. Wow. It goes way out into the Pacific. That's nuts. Yeah, it was yesterday before it got too big. Now look at it. It's a bad situation over there. Um, but anyway, let's go look at our climate statistics for today. Ice slip at a high of 31, 9 degrees below normal. The low of 24 was just 1 degree below normal, so 4 degrees below normal. And let's go to our map here and we'll look at the highs and the lows here. The lows, I mean, let's get these lows up here. Yeah, low 20s for the most part. Not going to be any radiational cooling with all this wind going on. Highs in the low 30s generally, so below normal, but not nothing really earth shattering as far as cold temperatures go. It's just the wind that makes it feel just really, really cold out there, and that wind is going to continue as we head into tomorrow. So you see that high there, you see that gradient. It actually looks like it gets even a little tighter tomorrow, if anything. I mean, look at how close those isobars are. I mean, that is very unusual to see them that bunched. I mean, you got a 1030 high, obviously. Whoops. What is going on here? Yeah, I don't know why this is doing that. I don't know why it's like I'm hitting it and it's like, why do you keep coming up? Why it thinks I'm right clicking, but I don't know why. All right, as you see, yeah, it just keeps doing it. I don't know why. We're gonna have to do it like this, but you can see those tight isobars. They do ease up by Friday, and then this is the system for the. What is going on here? I'm not even clicking anything. You'll see that's the system for Saturday. That looks like it's going to mainly be a miss. It doesn't look like we're going to get much of anything from that. And I'll talk about that more, I think, tomorrow night. I'm having problems with the, what is going on here? I'm having problems with my mouse. I don't know what's going on. It's going nuts, as you see here. I don't know why it's doing this. It just closed. What is going on with this computer? All right. Well, I'm trying to get through it. Let's go to the HRRR. I'm not even hitting them. I'm not even hitting the mouse. I'm going to do it like this. So you'll see those tight isobars tomorrow. They're really tight. Look at how tight they are. That's a really tight pressure gradient tomorrow. And that means we're going to continue to deal with the wind. Then it gets a little bit better by Friday. But still, a lot of wind out there. It's really just, it's just relentless. Let's look at our dew points and wind flow. Obviously, dew points drop. We're in the Arctic air. You'll see that continue tomorrow. It wanes a little bit, but we're still going to be dealing with the air. Friday looks like pretty low dew points too as well. Definitely this is Arctic air, but like I said, we're on the fringe of it. Temperatures, obviously by the morning, probably going to drop to probably the upper teens and low 20s again. Again, no radiational cooling. Tomorrow, temperatures will probably be similar where they were today, around 30 degrees for the temperatures. And then tomorrow night, you still have the wind, so we're not going to get radiational cooling. So probably around 20 for lows. And then Friday, we see a little more moderation. We get into the mid-30s. We'll take a few soundings here. Those lines look pretty close together. That's tomorrow at 17Z. Yeah, pretty close together, but we still may not get there. So it's really going to be hard to say with the clouds. We've kind of been having a little trouble because those lines are close together, but it's hard to get those temperatures to reach the convective temperature. So we'll go look at the RGM. Obviously, if you look at this, you'll see that for skies that we would have start off maybe with some clouds in the morning, and then by the afternoon it would be clearer probably. And then for Friday, we're going to have the cirrus start rolling in on us. So that's what it looks like for Friday. Let let's go to the Ventus sky. Go over the winds again because this wind is going to be an ongoing issue here. Wind gusts. This is actually underdoing it a little. We've had stronger wind gusts than that, but let's go into tomorrow because I think they're going to be picking up again. Yeah, you can see that. In certain areas, they've got like gusts almost 50. This is in the morning, 11 o'clock. Yeah, still. I mean, it's still cranking. With those isobars the way they are, I don't expect this wind to be dropping all that much. Still a lot of wind out there. A lot of wind. Yeah, so it's still a lot of wind that we're going to be dealing with. Now, as we go into Friday, that's when we'll have less wind. And then finally, we're going to have less wind. But the wind is still going to be with us tomorrow. So we got one more day of these winds. Can look at cloud cover on here. Doesn't look too bad. It looks like there could be a few clouds around, but it's still not going to be great to be out there because of the wind. Windy.com. I mean, these winds are just relentless. Windy.com. Use windy.com. You can still see those gusts close to 40. So still dealing with some pretty strong winds. So, yeah, one more windy day. And then things will quiet down, I think. But, yeah, very windy out there. And definitely would have been a nice air mass to be outside. And it's kind of ruined because of all the wind. So, anyway, that is going to wrap things up here. Have a good night.